Hundreds of thousands of businesses have changed hands there. But some of those businesses are complete scams. I'm talking about Flippa. And if you can avoid the scams, then you can find a quality business there. But some buyers who go to Flippa aren't planning on just holding on to the quality businesses they purchase. They plan to flip them. Flipping websites is the internet's version of flipping houses. And you've probably heard horror stories about flipping houses. Stories of someone buying a house, but then they discover a load of issues with the house. And issues kill profits. If you want to flip websites on Flippa, then you must be able to see the issues with the website before you invest major time and major money. So if you want to see how to make profits flipping websites on Flippa, then please smash the like button. And by the way, thank you for hitting the like button. It helps me make more content that will teach you and keep you from making costly mistakes. In this video, you are going to get practical steps you can take to flip websites on Flippa. But there is some bad news for you if you don't do this right. If you just go into Flippa and try to buy a website, but don't know how to evaluate that website, you will get eaten alive by sellers. And then after you've been eaten alive by sellers, by overpaying for a garbage business, you won't have a clue how to grow the site in order to flip it. That's what we'll tackle towards the end of the video. So don't skip the goods at the end. Let's get into it. Okay, let's begin with the end in mind. At the end of this video, you'll see how to flip a website on Flippa. Step 1 is go to flippa.com and sign up. That's it. Feel free to pause the video now and sign up right now. Once you've signed up for Flippa, let's head to step 2. Step 2 is set your buying criteria. You know why having buying criteria is your best friend? It helps you to focus, and focus is power. Focus helps you look at the right business for you and not get overwhelmed looking at every business on Flippa. Flippa has thousands of businesses, so you don't want to fall into that black hole. Here are some criteria that I've used. The type of website. For first-time website buyers, I think content websites are the way to go because content websites are relatively simple to run. Other website models such as e-com or SaaS have more moving parts. And more moving parts means more stuff that could break. Another criterion to consider is price range. You want to filter for websites that fit your budget. Here's a pro tip. Don't take 100% of your savings to buy the biggest website that you can. That's just risky. Leave yourself some margin to lower your risk. The age of a website is another thing to consider. Younger websites can be more risky compared to older websites. For example, a website that is 3 months old can be more risky than a website that is 3 years old. I personally like to see a website that is 2 years or older. That way, I can notice patterns and how the website performs over time. The final criterion to consider is the multiple of the website. The multiple of a website on Flippa is the listing price divided by the annual net profit. Generally, the higher the multiple, the higher the quality of the business. For that reason, I tend to look at websites on Flippa with a multiple above 2. Lower than that, and I figure the website will need a good amount of work. Okay, those were some buying criteria that can help your search on Flippa. But how do we find out whether the website is any good? How do we weigh its value? That's what the next step will give you. Step 3 is get a due diligence framework. Okay, you have a couple of options here. You can go invent your own method for doing due diligence on websites. This will realistically take you a few years and thousands of dollars to test, and you can ride that emotional roller coaster, but I don't suggest it. Another option is to go look all over the internet and find a method and then test it out to see if it works. I don't suggest that either. What I did is I used the BOB Ultimate Due Diligence Framework. I suggest you do the same. As you find websites on Flippa that meet your buying criteria, go through the framework line by line. We will leave a link to get that framework in the description below. Step 4 is consider the risks and opportunities. Okay, so once you do due diligence using the due diligence framework, you will have identified the risks and opportunities of a website. I often hear from people, this website is great, there's so much opportunity, and that thinking can get you in trouble. That's looking at opportunity and ignoring risk. We at BOB believe opportunity is everywhere. And if opportunity is everywhere, then it's not a helpful way to screen what website for you to take on. Instead, focus on risk. If you find a website with little risk, and since opportunity is everywhere, then it's all good. You protect your downside and open yourself up to the upside. Question: I have more steps to share with you, but in the comments tell me, which of these tips is most useful to you? Put your answer in the comments. If you want more useful content, you putting your comments below helps me create better content for you so that you can start your website buying journey. So let me know in the comments. Okay, story time. Here's a story about how opportunity can blind you and bog you down. Huh? Well, when I first started looking for a website to buy, it was wonderful. It was like a honeymoon because I didn't know about risk. I only saw opportunity with each website. I was like, this SaaS business looks great. So much opportunity to grow. I could remake the Pinterest or the TikTok and do videos, blah, 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 blah. I was massively overwhelmed because every website I looked at had so much opportunity that my list of websites to do due diligence on was huge. And then I'd see that huge list and freak out and stop looking for a website and basically shut down on taking any action, which kills dreams. But once I learned about focusing on risk and identifying the risks in websites, you know what happened to that huge list? It got chopped down by like 95%. And just by putting on my risk shades, I found a low risk website with plenty of opportunity after just really a few weeks. So focusing on risk unleashed my hunt for a high quality, low risk website. And focusing on risk can unleash your search for a website too. All right, step 5. Buy the website and grow it. Okay, once you're aware of the risks and opportunities on a website on Flippa, you can create a plan to grow the website. The plan will be to reduce the risks of the website and to grow the website based on what's already working. You buy the website off of Flippa and you implement the plan. With those things that aren't working on the website, you just stop doing them. Crazy, right? For a content website, I'd look at the top content that brings in the most traffic. To do that, you can use Google Analytics and you create more excellent content around that top content. After you've executed your plan over, say, 4 to 6 months and the site is growing, that leads us to our next step. Step 6. Ask yourself, do I want to sell this business or keep growing it? Both options can work. If you want to sell, a few months of growing the traffic and income and then put the site up for sale is the way to go. You want to put your business on the market when it's doing well. You'll get a higher multiple and life will be gravy. If you're selling your website and it's trending down, that will kill your flip. And that's it. We have walked through how to flip a website on Flippa. Now I'm curious because we went through loads of tips in this video. Which one of these tips is most useful to you? I'd love to create more content around that for you. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Hey guys, if you want to start your website buying journey, then why not take action right now? Download the Due Diligence Framework. It's right below this video in the description. Download it so that you can start your website buying journey. Hey YouTube watcher, what's up? It's William Griffin. And if you have watched this video up until now, please smash the like button. I'm glad you're liking this video and also thank you. Thank you for watching and I hope you're doing super well. I also ask you, consider subscribing because my commitment to YouTube is about to explode. I'm talking more stories, polls, videos, more amazing content, and more engagement, more surprise and delight to help you. This is the time to subscribe. I hope you consider it, and I'll see you on the next video.